Instagram, man, you was always taking pictures with all these celebrities, man, boosting your brand. You know, so you know, man, I remember, man, I was asking myself, like, how does he do it? Like, you have to have
Right.
the gift of gab and some pretty verbal skills, man, and salesmanship in order to do something like that. So, man, tell the listeners, anybody just starting out to build a business, how does one help promote themselves, such as you do?
What you pretty much have to do, first of all, you have to overcome fear. Uh, do not tell yourself, I'm not a people person. Do not worry about other people's opinion, because you will be amazed. The things that you say will not work. It will get you to the top and get you started to get to the top. So when you participate in other people's opinions, you know, and always sharing with them before you move out, to fulfill your ideals, you're not going to do it. So you have to believe in yourself. So pretty much with me, I know before I went to that airport, I would do like role plays with myself, you know.
Okay.
So like if I seen someone coming to the Twin Cities, they had a show or whatever the case may be, they visiting, I would say, man, yeah, because I know early in the morning they gonna come through one of these checkout gates, and I'm gonna be right there like a raging bull. I'm gonna get them because I know me, you know. So with my intelligence mixed with my humorous and mixed with my self-dignity, it's a winner for me. You know, so it pretty much everybody that I had in mind to capture and get their attention, I pretty much won them over. And I thank God for that. I pretty much won them over, and I wasn't afraid. So I'd never been a person that was afraid to show their gifts and talents, you know. So that's why I was able to meet people like Nipsey Hussle, Rick Ross, Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle. I mean, a whole bunch of more people. Yes.
So you pretty much, it sounded like you said you use a lot of wit and humor. Kind of like
Yes,
okay,
yes, yeah. Because see, the people that we look up to, that consider to be superstars, entertainers, most times they do not like groupie people. So I knew that I couldn't come off as a groupie. Oh, I want your autograph. Take a picture with me. You know, I didn't want to get cussed out. Get your ass out my face. You know, I don't want that. Yeah. Keep that paper and that pencil back with your ass. I don't want that shit. So to keep from getting cussed out and being embarrassed, I had to come a different way. So I had to cater to them. Yes. And I didn't ask them for no money, you know. And see, this is the thing. This is another thing. When you not asking how it's gonna happen and you worry yourself how it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, you're gonna burn yourself out. Your fuse gonna blow out. Yes.
So give me an example, like for instance, when you pulled up on Nipsey Hussle, like what did you say to him to get his attention? You know, because you know he's one of those brothers. You know, you got to come correct. You know what I'm saying?
But okay, when I first met Nipsey, it was 2017. He was leaving early that morning because he had a show that night. And so he was confused about where his gate was. So it was him, his security, and others that was traveling with him. So, and then he was running behind. So he got my attention. I'm rolling. I didn't really know at that time who he was.
Right.
And so when he said, hey, hey homie, hey homie, hey homie, hey homie, I tell you what, you get me, you know, you get me to your gate, I take care of you, I'm gonna give you $200. Shit, 200? And your gate 3 minutes away? So I knew when I got him on that cart, I knew them 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, I'm gonna win him over. Because I'm gonna talk his language. And that's another thing. When you go into the bank, you talk the language of the bankers. When you go out in the street, you talk the street language. So you have to move like a caterpillar. You have to move like a thief in the night. You have to be able to talk the language of every lifestyle. It doesn't matter if a person gay or straight. That don't mean you have to be like them, but it's a way how you can influence them and win them over with your gifts and your talents. Yes,
Okay.
and that's what happened with me and Nipsey, and we stayed in contact. Yep.
So man, it sounds like you are a social chameleon. You know.
Yes.
You're able to kind of handle yourself in any environment within the person.
Yes, I'm the Casper. Right. I'm the damn Casper floating through the wall. Yeah, I'm the Pink Panther that you won't hear no footsteps. Yeah, because I'm a tippy toe through you. Yeah.
So you like a ninja.
I'm like them same ninjas that jumped over the gate and got Scarface. Yeah, I'm them same folks. Yeah. Cause he was in there getting high, saying yeah. So I want to share this with people about you. I wouldn't have the determination and the dedication to travel the way I was traveling for these last few years if it wasn't for this brother. That's why Eric Lashun, that this brother you listening to, and I want everybody that's connected to me, I don't look at you as a follower. I look at you all as associates. I don't look at, I got followers, I got associates. So if you socializing with me on King ROO platform, I am King ROO LLC, socialize as well with Eric Lashun. That's why he's a mental fitness. He's a personal freedom coach, and he deal with traveling, because this man travel to places that your mama say you bet not go to, and he go by himself. So with me having the experience of being in his presence, it helped me to not only jump out the box, but tear the box up, because I knew I wasn't going to have a cushion to run back to and jump back in. If it felt like it was getting hard and it seemed as though it was getting foggy. No.
Right.
Yeah.
See, you know, man, I love helping people, man, but I realize you can't say it to everybody. You can't bring everybody with you, man.
Right.
But, you know, when I first met you, man, I knew right away it was different. You know,
right.
We vibe right away, our energy connected, man. So I'm just like, you know, I just always want to help people. I was like, let me give this brother some of the resources that I got, man. You know, because I was like, because I know once he get I give him the baton, he gonna run away with it.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And I'm proud and it brings me joy to see you doing your thing right now, man.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
Like you said, because I've tried to give resources to other people, man, and nothing happened. But you know, I threw you the alley-oop, man. You did the Vince Carter 360, slam.
Oh man, Elijah won. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I got one more last question for you, brother.
Okay.
So you were talking about being a social chameleon.
Yes.
Now as a mind counselor, how do you kind of adapt it and like say me and you came up, we grew up in the South, the environment wasn't the greatest.
Right.
Brothers, men follow in our footsteps if they grew up in a similar environment to protect themselves from a negative environment.
Well, they have to start the process of discovery. Okay? It's called the process of discovery. You have to discover yourself. And right behind that, you have to self-regulate. And you cannot make others the blame because you're not where you at. And what happened is, when it comes to black men, mostly black men, we play the blame game. We play the victim because somebody didn't come out where we was and put us on top with us. No, you feed a man a fish combo at your nearest fish restaurant, he gonna want more combo. But if you teach and train him how to create his own combos, he'll never go hungry, and he will continue to fish for a lifetime. So it's just like the people back home where I'm from. I'm from an area in North Memphis, Tennessee called Smoky City, one of the roughest neighborhood in Memphis. Matter of
North
fact,
side?
yes, Smoky City is the neighborhood that first started 48 hours. It would be no 48 hours, 201 Poplar. That's the jailhouse, the county jail, if it wasn't for that environment. So this is what I share with the people back home. Because when I go back home, they, some would say, man, I wish I could do it. Oh man, hey man, I'm gonna come up there where you at. They paint this picture like they really won't change. Now I'm not saying that they do not really want change, but see, they stuck in swamp water, because it's like a person sinking and they telling you they love you, but you done did everything to get them out the swamp, but they said, yeah, I love you, and maybe this my time, and I thank you for everything you did for me. And our people is in swampland, they in quicksand. Right. So people like us, our people, most of them would say, you threw them under the bus. You acting nonchalant. You think you better. If you see King ROO getting on and off, and I ain't talking about copy and paste, real life, getting on a private plane, I'm not better than you, but I am better than my old self, because I used to be just like you, and I made up my mind enough was enough. And I didn't BS with myself, and you know what BS means, and I had to have a made up mind to focus on my future and not romance with my past. Woo! Good God Almighty.
All right, man.
See, I ain't got time to be slow dancing with the 1980s and what I used to be, and doing all the foolishness and having low self-esteem. I had to stop romancing with my past and start stimulating my future. Yeah, because the future is now.
I'm gonna start calling you Pastor ROO. King ROO. You dropping that sermon on him, man.
Oh man, yes. So what do you want to do? What would you like to tell the people that's on my platform?
Man, I want to tell the people, I would give this one message. The world is a big place. Like whatever block, whatever city, whatever hood, whatever, even your state, wherever you come from, you got to understand, man, there is a big world out there. Let me tell you a story, brother. When I was in Minnesota, man, I used to think of like old, rich white men as the boogeyman.
Wow.
It was, it's growing up in Arkansas and Tennessee, man, it's like those kind of things were implanted in me as a child. So I had this lack mindset, when I first got to Minnesota. Every time I go to a job, I'm in this shape, like I'm looking at a boogeyman.
Wow.
Because I got this false image. Because that's all, when it comes to financial wealth, the only people I saw who was getting money were white people. And when I started traveling, I saw brothers, millionaires in places like, especially like Atlanta, Houston, New York, Los Angeles, and that's when everything started to change for me. I was like, man, there's people out there who look like me. That's actually a millionaire. That's when things started to change. Had I not traveled, I would have never seen these things.
Wow.
I mean, you don't need to go overseas to go to Fiji or World War, at least not right away. And take a trip to the nearest city. Get off your block. Get off the city. Just go somewhere and just change your mind. Just to get those creative thoughts from, man. So that's all I want to say to anybody.
Yes, sir.
They can change their life, especially get some freedom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, before we go, man, where can people find you at besides here on Instagram? How can people get contact with you?
You can connect with me on YouTube, King ROO. You can connect with me on TikTok. I'm dancing on there. I'm dancing with wisdom and knowledge. That's what I'm dancing with. And gems and jewels. So you can find me on TikTok. IAMKINGROO, just like the Instagram page. You can connect with me on Facebook. That's all I'm saying podcast. And also you can connect with me on Facebook, Roosevelt Muhammad. That's where you can find me at, you
Okay,
know, and
okay.
yeah, that's where you can find me at. And thank you so much, Eric, for giving me this opportunity to grow and to expand on demand. Yeah,
Oh, brother,
to
we're gonna
expand.
they might as well get used to these faces because we're gonna do this again, man. We're gonna
Yes,
do this again.
yes.
All right, brother. But you have a blessed one. Stay blessed up
You
and not
too.
stressed up. Stay
Yes,